healthy that you see from these guys?
Just it shouldn't change. Your approach should be every day the same. Get ready for your opponents, have your routine, understand how important it is to improve and be ready to play. So that's the way I want them to approach it. But, I want them to finish the season, you start something, you finish it. And you put everything you have into each day. I don't want it to be, changing. It's establish what you do every day.
From a little niche, do you feel like you play a greater variety of like all-screen coverages now than you used to? It's just you've used a lot of different.
Well, you have to, just based on personnel that's on the floor. So I think you're seeing the skill level of the players, what's going on, what the matchups look like. So there's always been, you usually have a couple ways that you go into a season and you think about, that's part of your preparation in the summer, is going through, all your opponents, all the different pick and rolls. Then you think about the players that you have, and then what's going to fit your team the best. And then, so there's a primary way, and then there's a secondary way, and then you look at the great players, and the great players in the league, you're going to have special rules for those guys.
Do you feel like you personally use a greater variety now, though, than you did when you were?
No, we've always had, pretty much, we've gone from blitzing to icing to, the things that, the style of play can change, and depending on how the floor is being spread and what you want to take away. And sometimes the positioning, you're going to adjust to try to take away what the strengths might be. Everyone's trying to get, certain shots. So you think about, okay, how can we make it harder to get those shots? But the same things go into containment of the ball. You have to always start with individual fundamentals. Then you can, whether you blitz a pick and roll, or you ice a pick and roll, or you switch a pick and roll, whatever it is that you're doing. And sometimes, it might be a one-step blitz, it could be a two-step blitz. There's different things you can do. But your fundamentals, it starts there, and that's where every season you start at a zero base.
We were just asking RJ about kind of being the face of New York, just embracing the pressure of New York. And he right away says, no pressure, what pressure? Is he unusual for a 21-year-old to kind of, he seems like he isn't bothered by any of that maturity?
Well, the thing is if you put everything you have into something, you're not going to feel pressure. So once you do that, that's all you can do. So if you're putting everything you have into it, you live with the results. And so I think you have to have a team of leaders. I think he's experienced big stages before. Playing at Duke has prepared him for this, and and he's wired a certain way. He doesn't get too high, too low, and he comes in every day, gives you what he has. So as long as you do that, keep growing, stretch yourself. But it's not only about bringing the best out of yourself, but bringing the best out of the group. And so that's part of the responsibility that he has.
Tom Obi was saying that the reps are really important for him as he develops in the game. What do you see by that, by how he's...
Well, I think we talk about it all the time. It's it's a big part of learning. It's not just reps in a game. That's a misnomer. I think it starts with reps in practice. Once you do it well there, then you do it in a game, and that's the next step. And then there's different levels, and so you want to keep adding. So I love the way he's worked. He's a terrific worker. He'll be in right away. As soon as the season ends, he'll take a couple weeks, and then most of our guys will be here for the summer. So that's a very important part, like to develop and to go through the season and understand the things that you can do better and add to your game and grow. I think his experience now has helped him. He's got 2 years under his belt, and he's seen different things. He's experienced, coming off the bench. He's experienced starting. But he knows the league a lot better now, and he's gotten stronger. So that's a big plus.
I think kept the door slightly open for Julius and Derek to play again this season. Is it
Yeah, pretty much. I don't see it happening, but
Any thoughts on Brooklyn and some of the games that you've had as these close
Yeah.
games?
it's, every game has been tough, hard fought, so we know how good they are. We're going to have to bring our best, and, they're a very gifted team offensively. A lot of times you can defend them really well and they still have the ability to make. So we have to have the resolve to keep doing it over and over again, knowing that they can make a tough shot and we got to come back and we got to fight and claw, scratch, whatever we got to do. Just find a way to win.
Tom, is how are Quinton and Miles after playing?
Pardon?
How are Quinton and
We'll see tomorrow. See how they feel.